Hi, it's Mark back with another tutorial, and today we're looking at Adobe Lightroom as opposed to Photoshop, which is our usual haunt. And in particular, we're going to be looking at having Adobe apply the lion's share of all of your edits when it imports the pictures into Lightroom, so that you don't have to worry so much about doing it yourself. Sound too good to be true? It might be, but if you stick around, I'll show you exactly how it's done. I'm going to grab a brew, play the titles, and I'll see you in about 10 or 12 seconds. So here we are in the wonderful world of Adobe Lightroom, and I'm going to import some pictures, but I'm not going to bother hooking my camera up. I've just got a couple all ready for us to test in a folder. So I'll just click, drag and drop them into my library, and it brings up the import dialog box. And on my import dialog box, this would normally have my camera over here as opposed to my file system, and over here it has what I want to automatically apply, in which case I apply copyright information to my pictures and no develop settings, so they just come in as are. So if I click import, it'll bring the three files in. Just press my plus key to make them a little bit bigger, and we've got three quite separate pictures, really different. Some random flowers. That's a Denzel, a deer that comes into our garden often and eats all my shrubs, I hasten to add. And this is St Mary's Lighthouse at the end of the curved prom leading around to it. All very different. So when it comes to editing, the editing would be all very different. So although Adobe allows you to apply something on import, a develop setting, for example, it would be pointless applying to the same setting to all three. How do we get around that? Well, let's just click on this first one, D for develop. When I import, I need, especially when I've got a lot, if they are eclectic mix, then I would normally come through and I'd go, right, auto, because Adobe generally does a very good job when you press the auto button at setting the exposure for you and the highs and lows, mids, and so on. There are some things it never touches, such as texture, clarity, dehaze, and such, and certainly doesn't do any of the effects, such as a vignette or whatever, although you can get it to do that. Here, it just does an overall exposure correction. Now, if I go to the next picture and I click auto on that, and the next picture and click auto on that, if you keep an eye over here on this panel, as I go back through, you can see the sliders change picture to picture. They are fundamentally different in terms of how the exposure is set. Wouldn't it be good if we could get that button to apply every time we import a picture? And if you like it, great. If you don't, you just click on reset on any one picture, but it's a great starting point. Unless you're being radical, I can't see a reason for that being annoying in any way or slowing you down in any way on your general day-to-day imports. Now, there could be times when you've got a particular set of pictures that are all very, very similar and you want to do one specific thing. Regardless of what's just happened there, we've got these three pictures come in. They're all from the same set. They all look very similar. I want to go to that one and say, okay, I'm going to ignore what auto did. I want to bring it down a bit more. I want to lift the shadows a bit more. I want to change the temperature, and I want to apply that to everything. Then I could do Control C and click check all to make sure I've copied every setting I've just changed on this picture. Click copy. I could go to the next picture and I can go Control V and it'll apply all of those settings. So I could spend some time on one picture and I can just go along and Control V to apply them, those settings, if I was happy with them. But generally, we're not, if it is an eclectic bunch of pictures, which this is. So let's go back to our library module. So what we want to do is apply that auto button, and that is actually quite easy. So what you need to do is pick a picture, any picture, shuffle it and put it back in. No, pick a card and you go, right, D for develop. when you develop, I want to come over here and I want to create a new preset. The preset, create preset, and this time what I want to choose is not any of these. Like I might want a preset based on exactly this picture, in which case I would leave all those in place. Now I don't actually want any of those. I want this preset to be based on the auto setting, and it's been staring us in the face all the time. I don't know why Adobe don't make it more prominent, and I'm going to call it apply auto edits. Enter my user preset group. I'm okay with that. I'll click create. Now go G to get back to my library. I'm going to click all these three, press my delete key, and I want to remove from Lightroom, not delete from disk because I need them. And we're going to come over here and we're going to repeat this. So I've got my three pictures, drag and drop. There they all are, ready to come in. And over here, where it says develop settings, I'm now going to say user presets, apply auto edits. And I'm going to click import. And let's look at them. So let's go D for develop. If you notice, we've got highlights -40, shadows +16, 2 on whites, 25 on blacks. I'll come to the next one. Different set of figures, different place on the sliders. So that is, in my book, extremely worthwhile. Typically, I might import 100 pictures from a yomp round town doing some street photography or whatever. And by and large, auto is a very, very good place for me to start. And if, as I say, if they were all themed, then I could spend some time on one and just copy and paste that individually or across the whole lot. I might do another video just on that. But for now, what this is about is taking a lot of time and effort out of coming in and applying auto. You might think that it doesn't take long to do that. So I could have imported them, come to my first one, D for develop, and we'll do it. So I'll click auto, go to the next one, click auto, go to the next one, click auto. But with 100 pictures, that's a lot of time. Where here, it does it straight away. And that's it. That's short and sweet, possibly one of my shortest videos. And I forgot to say subscribe, so I'll say it now. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to give it a thumbs down, that's up to you, but tell me why, because then I'll learn and I'll produce better content based on your feedback. Okay? And while you're down there by the thumbs, there's a subscribe button. If you'd like to click on the subscribe, you can kick on it as well, but I'm not responsible for the damage to your monitor. But if you'd like to click on it, then that helps me grow the channel. And with that, I'm going to say I'm out of here and catch you on the next one. Bye now.